Clearing for cattle pasture. Livestock farms are prominent. Hence, the clearing of trees is done to provide pasture for cattle. Commercial logging. Illegal logging is quite widespread in Brazil. Mining. It has impacted many parts of the basin, like the gold mines in Peru. Infrastructure improvement. Mass deforestation took place to construct the Trans-Amazon Highway.
Let us now discuss the effects of deforestation. Deforestation, topsoil is eroded by running water, wind, etc. Forest is reduced to a barren landscape. Test yourself. Which river forms the largest river basin in the world? The options are A. Amazon, B. Nile, C. Mississippi, or D. Thames.
The answer is Amazon, which is located in the continent of South America.
The answer is A. Amazon. Explanation. Amazon River forms the largest river basin in the world. A river basin, or the catchment area, is the portion of land drained by a river and its tributaries. Countries lying in the Amazon basin are Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela.
All these countries are surrounding Amazon. All these countries are surrounding the countries lying in the Amazon basin are, that is Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela. So this is the largest basin in the world, that is Amazon basin. So this is as according to the size, not as per the length. As per the length, if you take, that is Nile. Nile is the longest river in the world, whereas Amazon basin is the largest basin in the world. So this basin, the following countries are lying in the Amazon basin are Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela.
Let us now learn about the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. The Ganga basin is a part of the composite Ganga-Brahmaputra-Meghna basin. It drains 10,86,000 square kilometers of area in China, Nepal, India, and Bangladesh. The tributaries of Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers together form the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. The following animation will give a detailed explanation of the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. Location of the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. To the north, the Himalaya or the lower parallel ranges forms the Ganga-Brahmaputra divide. In the west, the Ganga basin borders the Indus basin and then the Aravalli ridge. The southern limits are the Vindhyas and the Chotanagpur plateau. In the east, the Ganga merges with the Brahmaputra through a complex system of common distributaries into the Bay of Bengal.
The Ganga-Brahmaputra basin lies in the subtropical region between 10 degree to 30 degree north latitudes. Rivers draining the basin are the tributaries of the Ganga and Brahmaputra. Tributaries of Ganga are Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, Gomdi, Chambal, Betwa, King, Son, etc. Tributaries of Brahmaputra are Radak, Sankoch, Amochu, Bareilly, Dibang, Lohit, etc.
So here the tributaries of the Ganga, Chambal, Betwa, King, Son, Kosi. Chambal, Betwa, King, Son, Kosi. Ganga, Gagra, Gandak. Ganga, Gagra, Gandak. These are the distributaries of the river Ganga.
Through this table, take a look at the drainage area of Ganga in various states of India.
See Ganga how it flows through the different states and its length. Drainage area kilometers. They are given detailed along the states and the total distance.
Now look at the drainage area of the Brahmaputra in various states of India through this table.
So Brahmaputra touches Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, West Bengal, and total almost 1,95,000 square kilometers. Almost all it is 7 states.
Now let us go ahead and know about the oxbow lakes. Oxbow lakes are crescent-shaped lakes lying alongside a winding river. They are created over time as erosion and soil deposits change the river's course. We can understand the formation of an oxbow lake better with the help of this animation. The climate of the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. The basin experiences monsoon type of climate. It experiences rain from mid-June to mid-September.
Especially if you see the water basins, Ganga and Brahmaputra experiences rain from mid of June and June to mid of September. This is a generally monsoon period. So monsoon generally occurs in June, July, August, and almost all with the end of September it will break off. Monsoon will take break off. So therefore, in this basin generally rain occurs in that is monsoon season from June to mid-September.
The summers are hot and winters are cool.
Generally, the summers are very hot and winters are cold. This is general climatic conditions of India.
Population density refers to the number of individuals per square kilometer of the land area.
See, if you take the population density, here less population density and more population density. Less population density is spare population, very low population, whereas more population, the dense population generally will be more. But why? Here, the population is unequally distributed. What are the factors behind that? Let us discuss the factors. What are the reasons for the having a less population density? And what are the reasons for more population density? So, simple example we can give you. Less population means here lack of facilities, lack of resources. Whereas those facilities available and it is convenient and resources available. So naturally people used to like it and stay a particular place. So automatically population becomes more. So density population, or you can say more population.
The Ganga Brahmaputra basin is the most populated river basin in the world, with a population of more than 500 million people.
Especially if you see the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, the densest basin in the world, as compared to the whole world, Ganga Brahmaputra basin is the densest population in the world because the most fertile land, complete the basin is packed with the alluvial soils at the abundance of water resources. So therefore, people used to concentrate on various activities like agriculture, industries, other activities. So therefore, naturally, the density population is more.
Population density is less in the mountain areas of the basin than the plains.
If you take this mountain region, mountain faces, like a hilly region, population is very spread, very low, because of the mountains, because of the plains, because of the plateaus. Right? You can look at the picture here. This is the area, this is the complete hilly area, mountain areas, and there will be no farming, like our transport system. Cultivation does not take place. So naturally, people don't like it. So here and there, people will be there. So low population.
Agriculture. Paddy is the prime agricultural crop.
If you see this basin, take agriculture, right? And rice is the most important crop. That is the most important cereal crop, I can say. Paddy is the prime agriculture crop.
Cultivation of paddy needs stagnant water. It is basically grown in areas with high rain. The temperature required is 20 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius.
So always rice requires the following climatic conditions. Always water should be stagnant. That means it requires heavy rainfall. Almost 150 to 200 centimeters rainfall required, heavy rainfall. And always, that's why you can say water should be stagnated. And the temperature between 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. We can say is more than 25 degrees centigrade. High temperature. We can say the temperature must be very high. And rainfall, it is a heavy rainfall. It needs stagnant waterways.
Other crops grown are wheat, maize, jowar, bajra, gram, etc.
Apart from this rice, this basin, especially Ganga Brahmaputra basin, they are not only they have been cultivating rice. Apart from that, there have been crops grown on wheat, maize, jowar, bajra, gram, etc. But almost all the food crops, almost all the cereal crops, yes. Right?
The cash crops grown here are sugarcane and jute.
Commercial crops, yes. To take cash crops grown here are sugarcane and jute are the most important plants. Right? Whereas you see here, sugarcane is the best example of a plantation crop. Whereas jute is the best example of fiber crop. Yes. Jute is considered a fiber crop, and jute is considered as a what? Tell me, jute is considered as black gold. Right? Because it requires black alluvial soils.
Tea is cultivated in West Bengal and Assam.
If you take tea cultivated mainly in Assam as well as West Bengal, that is hilly region. The most favorable place is to cultivate wheat in the countries West Bengal as well as Assam. And if you take more south, that is Nilgiri Hills, Baba Budan Hills. Also familiar with coffee, even coffee and rubber also cultivates.
Silk is produced in Bihar and Assam by cultivating silkworms.
Silk. Of course, silk also can be considered as a fiber crop, yes. And it is produced in Bihar and Assam by cultivating silkworms.
The process of producing silk from the silkworms is called sericulture.
What is sericulture? The process of producing silk from silkworms. Process of producing silk from silkworms is called as sericulture. Many times we used to ask these objective questions. What is sericulture? Sericulture is nothing but as the process of production of silk from silkworms. Producing silk from the silkworms is known as sericulture.
Terrace cultivation is practiced on uneven lands.
Okay, children, this class will wind up with this. Next class will continue.